Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals with the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. The DB's backing off from the line now. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype in a playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll toss it to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he knocks through the PAT. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
When he's got some space here. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. He's going to score. A punt return for a touchdown in a playoff game. That's a moment we're not going to forget for some time.
We won't forget about this one. And I don't think I'll ever forget the blocks that helped get him loose to be able to score this touchdown. He's going to get a lot of the credit. When they go back and watch the film, I think he's going to give an assist to the entire unit.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking for his back. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And here's the handoff. Powers through. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Off the play fake on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. This quarterback on fire today. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Clemson. No chance to catch him.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers and vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Throws it to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he'll down the ball just inside the 35.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with. But I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time.
No, the defense makes a huge play. They were able to poke the ball away from the receiver, but the offense was quicker to get to the ball, so they retained possession.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it, just misses him.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. From the shotgun, drops back. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Risky throw.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked like an interception in their own end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum in their favor.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. Saw that exactly on this score right here.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The receiver makes the catch. Look for a first down at the 37. A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Clemson. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Man, what a play by this linebacker. Just sitting back in zone coverage, does a really good job of reading the eyes of his quarterback, anticipates that throw, steps in front, and walks to the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. Threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Fighting off the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Play action here on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch made on the right side.
Boy, this is great effort. I mean, he gets his foot down, but it's meaningless without the yardage to follow.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
On 1st down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
1st down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout. And off the deflection, it's caught. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That quarterback put a little bit more on that football. I thought it was going to get in there, but give credit to the defense for getting a hand on the ball. But the presence of mind by the offense to come up with a completion.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got it now inside the 15. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And then 1st down, right back to the running game.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
3rd down after that running play. The shotgun running play call. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man open downfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, nice job by the receiver selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking deep here. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Second down, they're going to throw it. Quarterback looking to scramble. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it deep to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And now the running back's got it again. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Receiver in motion now. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes a quick grab. And he's tackled after the catch.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Pressure is coming. Got him. He's sacked.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field, looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Handoff from the shotgun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just in certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Clemson. And the beatdown continues.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw them the first half, seem to support every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. And he's got it again. Breaking free at the 35. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They get the senior with the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Come on, set.
The shotgun handoff here. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
They'll hand it off. Fights through a tackle. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Third and short now for the offense from the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're going to run it. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
That's an important first down on that running play. Oh, a reverse. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Running out of time in the pocket. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And the Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry up. No press here. The defense backing away. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Escapes the pocket. Great cut there. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down. The Tigers look to convert here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Here comes the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Can he get there on the ground? Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught, completion. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Of course, in the playoffs, is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger